Hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was trying to hurry as fast as I could after work today. But I hope everyone is doing well today. Oh, Kitty's gone. And if you're rewatching, I would love to know. Please let me know and leave a comment if you can and hit the like button. I know you guys are out there. I see the numbers that somebody's rewatching. You know, some of you guys are rewatching. Sometimes a couple hundred of you guys. So I hope you guys, like I said, are doing well. We have two things we can work on today, and really, I guess 2/3 things. So, yesterday I worked on this little gingerbread man, but I don't like his mouth. First of all, I realized I used a pale yellow for his mouth by accident, so we're going to take that off. Second of all, I don't think I like the white mouth at all. I kind of want to try black and see what it looks like. I know it's a gingerbread man and it's supposed to have a white mouth, but I just can't get over the white mouth for some reason. This one isn't even white. I still don't like it. So I'm going to take this out, and then we're going to also put on some little cheeks. I cut some out of felt. I just am not sure if they are too big. It was very hard to cut two even little circles out, but we'll see. I did this so many times. I forgot how many times I sewed this embroidery floss to make it that thick. Oh, goodness. I don't want to cut it if I do not have to. Let's see. May have to cut it. Wait. This is the last stitch. Well, needle. Got it. That one's actually a sharp needle, so we don't want that one to actually fall. Right, let's see. There we go. Pull that. That makes it a little easier. I think I can continue to pull it if I find the right area, the right string. All right. What does this pull on to? I don't know. Can't tell what it's making tighter right now. Come on, little mouth. We can unsew you. I know we can. There we go. Okay. What about this one now? Okay, here we go. We're getting it. There's also a little girl gingerbread to go with the little boy. So we might work on that too when we finish the little boy up. And then the mesh sweater is our other project for today. Although I'm still, using the same yarn, so I'm running low, but let's see, we can get this out. All right, I may just snip it at this point. I'm gonna snip once and see what happens. All right, what's happening? Okay, good, okay, perfect, it was the right time. Okay, so now I've got his little smile out. I'm going to redo his little smile here. No, Arthur, you don't have any more treats. I'm sorry. I'm going to try black, though. I really think that, try not to hit the microphone. I really think that for some reason the white is just throwing me off. So I really want to try a different one. No, Arthur. The only thing I may give you is some kibble in a little bit for lunchy. You have your treat. That's right. Go back to it. All right, let's see what a black smile would look like in theory here. I think it's going to look better with a black smile. I'm going to do it. All right. Let's see if I can get it even after putting like 3 or 4 different white smiles on it. Pull the yarn through. Here we go. There we go. Put it through this one and out somewhere around here. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Hi, Sonia. I hope you guys are doing well. No, what do you want? You had your treat. Do you need some actual food? Okay, hold on. Let me give you some actual lunch. Okay, hold on. I'm getting it, boy. Forgot to give him his scoop of lunch. There you go, buddy. If that's what you were looking for, should be. Oh, now he went back to his Kong ball. My goodness, Arthur. Just as people got here, you had to do that to me, didn't you, buddy? He's like, yes, of course. Hello. I hope you guys are doing well. I have my mesh sweater over here, but I'm also working on these gingerbread boys and girls. He's a little gingerbread guy. I'm working on his smile right now. Let's see. I tried a white smile and I couldn't stand it. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't do the white smile. I know it's gingerbread and it's supposed to be icing, but I can't do it. It just looks weird. We're gonna do a black smile, I think. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Let's see. I have to look later and see who the pattern is by. It's a pattern from Etsy, but I'm not 100% sure who the person is that made it. All right, let's see. Come on. Which one am I pulling? This one? This one. Why is it? Oh, it's twisted a little. You have to go over it more than one time. Squish, little head. I don't like this smile very much. It's not very smiley. I'm trying to fix it, but I may just pull it out and redo it. Yeah, I'm not particularly pleased with that smile. We might have to redo it a couple times. See if I can pull it back out. I think the little part in the middle twisted. It did, and that didn't help anything. Oh boy, I don't want to pull it out a million times. All my stuffing's coming out through the hole. Not all, but a little. And you just pull it and it just keeps coming out and keeps coming out. Stuff it in there. Get it. Hi, Magic Frog. It is the gingerbread man. I will show you. Hold on. I'm trying to do his smile right now. But here's the little gingerbread man. I like his little bow. I didn't know if I was going to be able to understand the pattern for the bow, but I got it. And the girl has like a little skirt and a red bow on her head. I haven't done her yet though, but we might work on her in a little bit. And I have little pink felt circles cut out for his cheeks. I just don't know if they're too big. So maybe you guys can help me see if they're too big. But they're the best ones that I could do so far, cutting out 2 even circles with the felt. Because I kept cutting them out and then I kept like using a pen or something to draw on the felt and then it was bleeding into the felt. And so every time I would cut around, there'd still be a little bit of the pen line around it. So those were the best ones I did before stream. Let's see. Maybe if I put my yarn up here, the smile will be more smiley. Or should I put it way over here? No, that's too close to the eye. Right there. It's going to be a little smile, but it'll be a smile instead of not a smile. So that's what we're going for. It was more of a straight line a second ago. I hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you guys doing? Gotta go back and check. Hello. You hate doing mouths. You never get them right. I know. I always have to redo it a couple times. I've already done it with white a couple times with embroidery floss and all kind and cotton yarn and everything else. And I was like, I can't with the white mouth. I have to do a black mouth. I can't. So I'm gonna try this again. I tried to put my stitches up higher, so maybe it'll be more of a smile this time. Do the middle thing lower. Is that good enough? I think so. What are you doing, Alpha? Oh, you're playing with your puzzle again. Did you get all your stuff out of your puzzle? Yeah. Good job. I put an extra little piece on his puzzle to make it a little harder. I happened to find it. I'll have to ask his dad where the other ones are. Don't bark at me. You can come up here, but don't bark at me. I cannot feed you anything else. You're on a diet. Ah, yes. It's a little... No, come up here. Come cuddle then. Hold on. Would you like me to move this out of your way so you could come easier? Here, come cuddle. Come on. Come cuddle. You don't want to cuddle. Oh, he just wants that treat. Just wants that Kong ball. Well, that's fine. You don't have to bark at me about it, though. Jeez. Let's see. Good. Everybody's saying hello. Is anybody working on anything? What are your projects? Ooh, okay. We got more of a smile. I'm more happy with this one. Sometimes I look at it and it's like, okay, that's okay. And then I flip it around and look at it in the camera and I go, ooh. It really shows if it's like off a little bit. All right, now what do we think? Better? Little better. Still a little janky. Trying to like fix that. All right, which string do I pull? Think, think, think. Which one? That's the last one. I think I need to pull this one to tighten that side, right? Yeah, I think that was right. It's better. I feel like one of them's a little higher than the other, so let's try to fix that. I keep having to flatten out his little head because it keeps wanting to go round, and I'm like, no, I want you to be more flat than round. Yeah, see, that looks weird right there. That's the side that looks funny. Okay. I think it's just the way it's pulled right now. I think. No, it still looks kind of funny. It's because this one's not as curvy. Anyway, okay, let's put his cheeks on and let's see what we think. First of all, are your cheeks too big? Is the other question. I've never done this before. I've literally never successfully put blush on anything because every time I try to embroider blush, I think it looks dumb and I take it off. Other people, I think they do a great job. It looks real cute. Me, mm-mm. All right. Are his cheeks too big? Ignore this tail. Are they too big? They're a little too big. I'm afraid they're a little too big. I'm afraid they're a bit too big. You're working on a baby blanket for a Carlos niece. Aw. I bet that'll be pretty. Sorry, I shake the camera when I do that. I can't help it. Should have done a round circle with concerned eyebrows. I know that would be cute though. I should for the next one. That would be funny. The little worry gingerbread. It did tell you in the pattern to put his arms like this, but I didn't. I didn't do it. I put them down, but it did tell you to keep them up. Not too big. You don't think they're too big? Okay, cool. You're so sweet. All right. So I think technically after I put those on, he's done. I guess. And then I need to get the. I may wait on your smile and debate your smile longer, but then I need to make the girl. And I think she has the same bow except it's red and it goes on her head. And then I think she has a skirt too. I think you leave like a round, a back loop only or front loop only round or something and make her a skirt somehow. Hi, Alyssa, how are you? Oh, thank you. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing here. Patterns. There we go. Yeah, that's right. The girl does have the red bow on her head. Oh, he's not done. He's not done. I forgot. He needs buttons too, you guys. I forgot. He also has 2 red buttons that he needs. However, I was supposed to look and see if I had 2 red pom poms of that size, but I forgot to. But if I don't, what I'll do is just maybe crochet a little circle. If I was better at like embroidery and doing like little knots and things, I would do that for little buttons, but I think I will either look for my little pom poms and use those, or I will, like I said, crochet a little magic ring or something and make those his little red buttons. But I forgot about that. That's important because that adds a lot to him. Because I want to show you the pictures, but I also don't want to show you the pattern. So here we go. Let me see. I can do it very carefully like this. See, here's the pictures of the girl and the boy. You can't see her skirt, but so he needs his little red buttons, and she needs her red bow. And oh, she just embroidered the buttons. I mean, she used fuzzy yarn too. I was gonna maybe do that, and I still think I am. I think I'm gonna remake it next time bigger. These are really cute though. I feel like this would be like a cute, like almost ornament size. Um, but I have some loops and threads. What is it? I forget what it's called. I have some loops and threads, home slim or something, and I think I could mix it with my Bernat white. And then I also have one skein of Parfait Chunky that is brown that would work. So I can kind of make like a little one, a medium, and a big one. Um, and I might do that. But she just embroidered the buttons on it now that I'm looking at it. But it looks better, I think, with the blanket yarn than it will with acrylic. So I think I'll try to make little circles or pom poms. Oh, you're starving, but your mom's making dinner. Oh, yes, bro, you gotta eat, girl. I just had lunch a little bit ago. I had some chicken nuggets. I was proud of myself. I used the air fryer, you guys. I'm not really great with technology sometimes. And anyway, but I've recently learned how to use our air fryer, so I'm proud of myself. It's like I knew how to do it, but like I just didn't try because I was like, I don't know. But anyway, now I can use it and it's all good. What are we gonna do? We could. Do we want to make your little girlfriend, or do we want to? I'm trying to think. Do I want to struggle with making his little girlfriend, or do I want to work on the sweater? Let me see. I didn't get a lot done over the past few days because I was working on the gingerbread. I mean, I probably doubled the size of the sleeve part there. That's the sweater so far. Look, I have little skinny sleeves now that aren't all twisted. It looks so tiny, but that's because it's only from the armpit down. I still have to do all the chest area. But it's going well. We might struggle with the gingerbread for a minute and the counting and then go back to the thing. Let's see. Going to your cousin's birthday in 2 days. If you haven't ordered safety eyes, you really don't know what you're going to have. See, take the eyes. Oh no! Crochet. Take out the eyes. Oh gosh, I don't know. What do you do? Do you have any fabric or any felt or anything you could make eyes out of? Or could you try to, I know crochet eyes aren't everybody's cup of tea, but you could maybe try to like make a white circle that's bigger and then like a black circle that's smaller and like make eyes like that instead of like the really complicated crochet eyes or something like that. Maybe. What is my, oh gosh, I keep forgetting Arthur's in there with the puzzle. I'm like, what is that noise? It's because I put that extra piece on there and it's like flapping around. I was like, what is that? All right, I said gingerbread, so we got to put you away. Okay, so the question is, should I start his girlfriend in this, which I was kind of just testing, or should I go get this yarn to make a bigger gingerbread, or should I get the Parfait Chunky and use that? I don't know what to use. So I could just do more acrylic, or I could do one of those two. The only frustrating thing is that sometimes doing the fuzzy yarn on camera is annoying because if I don't count my stitches correctly, then it's hard to then go back and look at them and count them correctly. But yeah, you having a good time with your puzzle? We're gonna put our Woobles yarn over here because we don't need it right now. Oh, thank you, Obsessed. Thank you. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, you're good, Pets World. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back on my, there we go, pattern here. I need to erase a lot of things. I drew on it a lot while I was doing the pattern. I didn't use my stitch counter. I just drew on it instead, which I normally don't do. But we'll erase it all. Let's see, who's the pattern by? Love Me Dearly Handmade. Love Me Dearly, like an actual deer. D-E-E-R. Where is that their actual name? Yeah. Love Me Dearly. So their shop name is Love Me Dearly, like the animal, on Etsy. Cool. I think it was on sale too. I think it was like $3, and it's the boy and the girl pattern. Oh, the girl's cute with her little skirt. Look at her. Now you can see her little skirt. She's cute. She used pink embroidery floss for her mouth. I feel like, I don't know, maybe pink would look better than the white. I just couldn't get over the white. Couldn't do it. It's driving me nuts. Hi, Noni. How are you doing? I missed you, but there you are. Oh, thank you, Noni. Same yarn as the boy. Plus, you don't want your wrist start with. You're right, Elizabeth. You're right. I'm supposed to be taking a break with that yarn. I think the Parfait would be okay, but you're right about using the one that I used with the football. I'm not supposed to use that until next week. All right, let's get the acrylic then. It's right. Where is the acrylic? Oh, it's right here. I got my little bucket of supplies right here. Whoops. The stuffing almost came out, but we've got stuffing, yarn, eyeballs. All right. I like this color. This is actually the color. I don't know if any of you guys know Miss Rivera that comes in here in chat, but she has a channel, and I made sadly her dog passed away, and I pretty tragically kind of, and early, and so I made her a little replica of her dog in crochet, and this is the color that I used for her little dog Nala. It's kind of a reddy-ish brown. I had all these browns, but none of them were the right color for her little doggy, and it works out that this is a pretty good gingerbready color, I feel like. Hi, Blair. Gingerbread man. Got the perfect crochet idea. Leggy Froggy. Aww. I know. I want to make one. I still have never made a Leggy Froggy, actually. I've always wanted to, but I never have. And I should. I should make one before December, because that would be cute to give my grandpa. Because his name is Kermit. Why is it blank? Okay, I got scared. My pattern went blank. I was like, oh no. Okay. Arthur, we're going to get our little yarny. Put our little stitch marker counter thingy on, our little thummy wummy. You want to cuddle? Or are you going to snuggle by yourself? Let me move the remote so you don't turn the TV on by accident. Or turn it up. You can come snuggle if you want, so I'll move this stuff. Yeah. Aww. Hey, baby. Let me move this stuff in. Hey, babe. You've been crying while I was at work. Oh, baby. Okay. He's got little tear stains. You got little tear stains like you were crying. Yeah, I see. You're wiping them now. I'm sorry, baby. Were you sad Mommy was at work? Mommy wasn't gone that long. No. He sleeps most of the time anyway. Give you those eyeballs. I know, Pets World. If I could, I would. I would. I literally, that's funny you say that. Because I literally thought just yesterday or maybe it was this morning when I was putting up my thing of yarn, I was like, man, if I could send Pets World some brown yarn, I totally would. But she's in Denmark, so kind of makes things a little difficult. But I was thinking I would share because she was saying she wanted to make a gingerbread man but didn't have the yarn for it. And I was like, man, I would so share some brown yarn with you and give you a little brown yarn, man. So, you know I would share. Oh, he is a cutie tootie. Yes, you are. Yes. You're my baby. Thank you for snuggling. I'm glad you're over there so you don't have to worry about the yarn bumping you. No. We're just going to make our little magic ring here. We're going to make little gingerbread man's girlfriend. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I thought about it the other day when I was on live, and I was like, what have I not done for Christmas since I've done Snowman and the Grinch and whatever else, a couple of different things, everything I can think of except a Santa and like a Mrs. Claus. And then I was like, oh yeah, a gingerbread man. Plus, my mom has been like really into the gingerbread man lately. And then I felt kind of silly because I remember my mom literally bought a crochet kit of a gingerbread man at Hallmark for me and hasn't given it to me yet. And I was like, oh man, I just bought a gingerbread pattern. Oh well. It was $3. It's fine. But I wonder what she's going to say if I give her one of these because I want to give them to her because she's like doing her kitchen and gingerbread. But at the same time, I want to be like, not give it to her because she wants me to make her the other one. But she'll just have multiple. It'll be fine. She's got a whole kitchen to decorate with it, right? She bought these like 2 decent sized like gingerbread people, and she was like, I want to do my whole kitchen in gingerbread. And suddenly she's obsessed with the gingerbread, which I'm fine with because I always did do a gingerbread house growing up, so I always like it. I looked the other day at Hobby Lobby. I was looking for like a little gingerbread house ornament that like spoke to me, but I didn't see anything. They had like a good amount of them, but like not one that caught my attention, or they were all too big or something. I want one a little smaller or something, but I want one for memory's sake of making the gingerbread houses growing up. I mean, I did them. I think I started doing them when I was older, though. Like, I'm pretty sure I started like in high school making the gingerbread houses, or maybe middle school, but it was probably high school. I was like, I want to do that. And now they make like Halloween houses and all kinds of things. I've never done that. But they make them. Was I supposed to? Why does this feel wrong? I guess, oh, because the legs are bigger than the arms. That's why. I was like, why does it feel like 12 stitches is too many? That's because the arms are not 12 stitches, and that's what I made last time. I got to change colors. I don't like my color change method still. I've changed it and changed it like 3 times, and I still don't like it because I'll show you on the gingerbread man. I cheated, but I'm honest about it. I'll tell you. Hold on. So his arms, did I cheat? I didn't cheat on his arms. These are how it actually looks. But they're sewn on close to his body. So that's how my current color change looks. Terrible, right? On the back, you can see on his leg, same thing. But I cheated and kind of sewed over. If you really look, you can tell, right? But like I cheated and like sewed over a little bit right here so that it wasn't as obvious. But I've got to do something about this. It's terrible. His girlfriend can match him for now, but next time I've got to do something differently. I've tried like other methods where you like single crochet around or slip stitch around and do all these things first, but then every time I go to do the next round, it just pulls half the stitch up and then it does the same zigzaggy thing again. I don't understand. I know there's a million ways, but I haven't found the perfect way. Manuela, how are you? Oh no, what's going on, Pets World? Hold on, I gotta go back. You were making a Christmas wish list with your baby brother, and there was a mini motorcycle for babies. Oh my gosh! So we have a dirt bike outside, so you're getting. Oh my god, that's fun! I was really blessed to grow up on the farm, so we had a 4-wheeler when I turned like maybe 7 or 8. We got a 4-wheeler, and so I've been lucky to have that. Me and my cousin both had one, and so we would ride around. But it sucked. Whoever was in the back, if it was like summertime and it was dry out, whoever was in the back got like blasted with dirt in the face. So that was fun, like dried dust. But it was very fun growing up. Before that, though, we rode our bicycles like crazy, and like all over the farm. We had huge calves when we were kids. Man, we had some jack little calves for riding those bikes all over around the bumpy farm. When I rode my bike on the street for the first time, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I could go so fast. It's so smooth. I was like, wow. I did not know. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Bye, Pets World. Yeah, it was fun though. We had a good time. Definitely had a good time growing up with that. But man, I do remember riding my bike down the road and being like, man, this is what the city kids ride on. This is pretty sweet, man. This is easy. I was like, I'm used to like going up little hills and stuff on my little mountain bike. What in the world? But it was fun. It was good for us, man. We were in shape. At least part of us. All right. Change colors. Pull it through. I forgot why. I liked this color change method on something, but not on this round stuff. Oh, it was my tapestry. I'm doing it the same way I did it on my tapestry for some reason, and I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a bad idea. 3. Okay. Hey, Miss Rivera, how are you doing? Why was I talking about you earlier? I was talking about you earlier. Oh, I know why I was talking about you earlier, because I'm using the same yarn that I made Nala with to make these little gingerbread men. And I was saying how perfect of a color I felt like it was for her, at least from pictures of her that I saw. And that it worked out that it seemed like a good gingerbread color in my stash. Because I had a couple like cool tone browns, but this one's more of a warm brown. Okay, now I need to change back to brown again. I wonder if I don't know. We're not going to do it because we want him to look like her, or her to look like him. But next time I'm going to play with the color change. All right, let me cut the white. Switch back to brown. Where is it? Get over there. Get over here. Get over there. There we go. Can't get the yarns in all the right places. Okay, there we go. I hope you're having a good day, Miss Rivera. A good quote Friday for you. Hopefully that is Friday for me too. Oh my gosh, you guys, my husband yesterday on the way to work, he got tapped, I think on his left side in the back by an 18-wheeler while he was merging onto the highway. I was like, oh, he's okay. There's a small dent in the car, which is irrelevant. At least he's okay. And they did not stop and kept going, and so we can't do anything about it. But that was not fun. He does have a dash cam, but he hasn't put it in his car yet. So that's encouragement to put it in the car. I'm just glad he's okay. But like I said, the car is fine. It's just like cosmetically a little banged up. But that was scary. He texted me and I didn't see it for like 2 whole hours after he got to work, and then I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? What happened? Did they stop? Like, what happened? He was like, nope. And then another car got in between us, and that was it. I was like, dang. But anyway, I'm just glad he's okay. Everybody be careful on the roadways. It was a pretty full moon last night, though. I saw it this morning when I was out there at like 5. Why was I outside? Oh, I was like, why was I outside at 5 a.m.? Oh, yeah, because the neighborhood dog got into our garbage again. So I had to help my husband pick it up. I wasn't going to make him pick it all up by himself out there this morning. Because the thing is, like, he always sees it when he's on his way to work. So he's like about to leave and then sees the garbage all over the yard. Like, great. But anyway, at least it's cleaned up now. And I think we're getting a new bungee cord to put on here. Even though last time that did not help. The dog still got into the trash. And the sad thing is, like, what do you do? There's not really a lot you can do other than tell the owner, like, hey, your dog's getting into my garbage in the night. You can't do a lot if the owner doesn't do anything about it. So hopefully whoever's dog, and I don't know for sure whose dog it was because my camera wasn't on last night. So our security cameras. So I have to fix that so that I can figure out whose dog it is and then kindly remind them to put their dog up at night. Because there's nothing I can do if the dog gets into my trash and there's something in there that the dog's not supposed to have. I can't not throw away my trash, right? So, and I don't want anything to happen to the dog. So I just have to politely say, please put your dog up because they're getting into my garbage and I'm afraid they might get into something that might hurt them. Like a chicken bone or like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Anything. Something sharp. I don't know. Like a tuna can. My husband eats tuna. I don't know. Things animals don't need to eat and lick, you know. I love the animals. We don't want them to get hurt. We don't want them to get hurt. Oh, you're working on a pineapple blanket. Ooh, I think Have I seen you make a pineapple shawl before? I feel like maybe I have. Or am I confusing things? I can picture something, but maybe I'm confused. But that sounds so cool. My mom would love that. She loves the pineapples. I had to tell mom one time, don't listen. And I'm not going to explain. If you don't know, look it up if you're old enough. But I did tell my mom one time because she's a big fan of the pineapples. I said, Mom, listen, I know you like the pineapples. That's all good and fine. Just don't put one on the front porch, okay? Because you don't know what that means, okay? Don't do that. Oh, I heard it on the radio or something. That's how I found out what it meant. But I was like, yeah, don't do that. Don't put them on the front door. Don't, none of that, okay? Okay. She was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, uh-huh. Oh, me. Oh, thank you. I know, it was scary. I know, and there's nothing you can do really when somebody drives away after they hit you. If you don't get their plate number and stuff, it's you're kind of out of luck. But I'm just glad he's okay. And secondly, glad the car's okay and usable and all that good stuff. That would be really bad. Okay, what row am I on? 6? I think. Better be, because let's see, that is 4, 5. Yeah, this should be 6. What do we need to get to? 7. 7. Then we need to make another leg so we can join them. Last night, it had been so long since I made amigurumi and joined 2 legs that I was like, which stitch do I join them with? I can't. Is it this one or this one? This one or this one? I was like, it can't be this one. But then I doubted myself. And I was like, is it the last stitch or the first stitch? And then I remembered, no, it's the first one. Finally. But at first I was very confused because I have not made amigurumi in so long. I mean, I made the tentacles for the octopus so far, but they're not the same. They're straight. They're not in the round. Oh, thank you, Miss Rivera. I want to replace the buttons. I've been looking for like some. It's actually thrifted. It's like a vintage sweater. It has like a crazy tag on it because I looked up the sweater and I don't know how old it is, but it's like a vars. The tag's almost about to come off. I need to sew it back on. But it's like a. It reminds me of like a '60s like cardigan or something like you would wear with your sweater. But it's got these like pearl buttons on it, but they're slightly yellowed. I don't know if you can tell, but they're a little bit more yellowed than the sweater is. And I want to replace them with some kind of fun, bright colored button. So far, I have some yellow smiley face buttons that I may put on there, but I forgot that there are actually 5 buttons and not 4. So I only got 4 buttons, so I haven't replaced them yet. But if I find even cooler buttons, I'm going to use those. But I got it at the thrift store. I really like it. I always wanted one like this. Aww. I know. I want to see the little gingerbread girl too. I'm excited to see what they're going to look like together. These are almost like ornament size. I wonder if I was to use a smaller hook, if I could shrink it down a little bit more to ornament size. No, where'd my cheek go? No. All right, hold up. Where'd my little pink cheek go? I don't want to have to cut another circle now. All right, stick your little cheek down. Where your other little cheek go? I picked you straight up. You couldn't have gone far. Couldn't have gone far, little cheek. Now listen, this is a black couch and this is a baby pink cheek. I don't imagine it would be that hard to find. The only thing is it can stick to things because it's felt. Okay, I've looked in the bin like 3 times. It's not in there. All right. Where is the where's my other cheek? I'm gonna pout if I don't see my other cheek. It shouldn't have like flown way over here into the blanket folds. That seems like a big not happening thing. Well, where'd he go? I don't know. We'll have to look for it later. I don't know. I've lost my cheek. I'm sorry, Arthur. I have apparently lost my little pink cheek from my little guy here. Oh wait, I found it. It's on the floor. Ah. Found it. Yay. I should just glue the darn things on now. I've got the glue over here so that I don't lose them, but it's because I hadn't decided on his little smile yet. Where are your little cheeks? Put your little cheeks up higher than this now so you can show everybody your little pink cheeks. Yeah. There you go. Little pink cheeks. He needs little buttons down his belly, though. I got to put his little red buttons down his belly. Yeah, you need your buttons. But I feel like, though, if I used a 4mm hook, right? Maybe if I used like a 2.5 or something, maybe you could shrink it down just a little bit more. And that would be like a little ornament size, I feel like. I mean, that you could use as a bigger ornament, but I feel like maybe a little smaller, that'd be cute. We're on row 7. Yes, okay, good. And then we'll make another leg, and then we'll start his little body. These are really quick too. I didn't make it all at once, but it's very quick. Oh, they're doing good. They are both sleeping on the couch. The kitty's right there, snoozing on the little L part, and Arthur's right over here with his little butt next to me. They're doing good. They both just had their little treats, and they're very calm and content right now. Yeah, it's nap time, huh? What do y'all do when I'm at work then? I thought that was nap time. They're like, it is, but this is like round 2. All right, I don't need all that, but I want a little bit so I can sew the hole up later. in between the two legs. All right, pull that. Now I've got all these little tails. I'm going to stuff them in here so I don't have to use extra stuffing. Get in there. Okay. One leg done. Let's start another leg. Let's grab the white before I have to bend down over there again. Start number 2. Restart our little stitch counter. Oh, I did my nails yesterday. They're not really all that exciting, but they're like a mauve color, but they have little, you probably can't tell, but they're little stars and little gems on them. They're pretty. I wanted something that was semi-fall colored. I was like, mauve. Okay, I can go with mauve. One, because I've had orange for like a month. 2, 3. I didn't put a stitch counter in. That's okay. I'll put, or marker, but I'll put it in a minute. 6. All right. I'm excited to start the octopus again. I'm just nervous because I don't want my wrist to hurt, but I'm going to really try to be gentle. Really, really gentle. And I've got most of the tentacles already made, so it's really just like mainly the body that I have to do. So that's good. Still a couple tentacles, but mostly body. And I have somehow managed not to tell my husband what it is yet. So that's good. Because I tend to accidentally want to say like, oh, I'm working on the secret project. the secret, the thing, working on that. If I'm talking about it, I may accidentally slip up. But, because one day I accidentally said tentacle, but then I was like, no, I'm making the part that goes with the other part that then you put onto the other part. And he's like, So, he has no idea what it is, which is good. But his birthday is at the end of the month, so I've got to get moving and make sure I finish it because it's big. But like I said, it should be plenty of time if I start next Tuesday and everything goes well. I'll be so sad if I can't do it for him. I'll be so sad in general if I can't use blanket yarn. But we will see. Hopefully all will go well. White. Do the little white stripe around his other leg. Oops, I'm going through the stitch marker too. I didn't mean to do that exactly. Hold on. Move. There we go. Oh my gosh, I just realized that too. Let me move this. Get out of my way. Thank you. Had a hard time with this. Put that in there. Then I can pull the other one. Sweater is warm too, or this cardigan is warm too. I think it's made out of like an acrylic-y kind of yarn. So it's not super soft or anything, but it is warm. But I saw some other ones online when I Googled the name on the tag, but I couldn't tell exactly how old it was. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, just singles all the way around. Okay, I forgot. It is hard to keep secrets. I know. I have technically not checked, but I'm pretty sure that if he was to peak, that when the time comes that I was to give him said octopus, that he would not be able to give me a good enough fake reaction. When we first started dating, I could always tell when he was lying, and it just ate him alive, I think. Like it just got him because anytime, like anything he would lie, I could immediately tell, and I'd be like, but now I can't. Now I'm not as good, but I still think if he can't, he's still not good at like acting. So I don't think he would be good at faking a reaction. He's usually really good about stuff like that. I usually don't have to worry. Like, if I tell him that I've like hidden a present in my like closet or whatever, where I keep my clothes downstairs, I'll be like, I've got something in there for you. Don't look. He never has. He does really good. He likes the surprise, which is good. because I know some people are not like that at all, which I'm kinda like that too. I know when I was oh, they're talking about that on the radio, that reminds me about kids sneaking looking for their presents. I'll get into that in a second. But he's never done that, and I'm pretty good about that too. When I was a kid, a little different, but now I don't wanna know. Like, some women look around for their engagement rings, and all that not me. Nope, no, I almost found mine, but I didn't mean to. I found the insurance card or the appraisal card, that thing. I accidentally found that, but thankfully, it was in a piece of furniture that was gifted to us from my mother-in-law, my future mother-in-law, and she had recently gotten married, like, the year previously, and so I thought that it was her ring's, appraisal card. I didn't even look at the picture of the ring on it to notice whether it was hers or not. I just saw the appraisal card and it's like, "Oh, what is this?" Like, "Oh, this must be his mom's." And it turned out when I gave it to him, he played it super cool. That was the one time he was able to really play it super cool. He was like, "Yeah, I guess so." But it turned out it was actually for my engagement ring. But when I was a child, I would snoop around a little bit looking for Christmas gifts. Not gonna lie, I did. I definitely did. A lot of kids do that though. And I kind of like wish I hadn't, because sometimes it did like spoil it, or it does spoil it. But curiosity just gets you when you're a kid, I guess. Not gonna think my mom would hide them like in her room or in her closet or something. And so it was easy. And sometimes I'd see things by accident too. But um, it was always funny because it would be like before a birthday or something, be like, "Don't come in here." You knew they were getting ready. You knew they were shopping for the holidays. "Don't get in. Nope. Can't go in mama's room. Nope, nope, nope. Leave mom and daddy's room alone." But yeah, I definitely did snoop a little bit when I was a kid. But now I'm the nope, because I knew if I always knew too. Like I didn't want to know when I got engaged and all that stuff. But I also think that deep down, I also know that if I was to have snooped and found something, that I would not have been able to fake a good reaction. That's for doggone sure. Um, so I was like, nope, not interested in doing that. I don't know how women do that. I mean, you could try, I guess, but no thanks. I don't want to test my acting skills. I know it was crazy. I'm so glad I didn't. It didn't blow the whole thing because he took me to the beach like a few weeks later and proposed, but whew, I almost ruined it by cleaning up, going through the piece of furniture. 'Cause that's, like, in our mud room, so we don't use it that often, so I guess he thought it was safe, but at least the ring wasn't in there. He said the ring was actually in there a few weeks ago, but he had moved the ring but forgot to move the appraisal card, so thankfully, I didn't look in there a few weeks before because I don't know what I would've probably told him, to be honest. Probably would've been like, "Honey, I found the ring." I just can't, I couldn't have no, I couldn't have kept that to myself. I just couldn't have. No way. Your husband was a horrible liar. He can't help but smile or laugh. But that's how my husband was. Oh my gosh, he's a little better now, but that's how he was. He would always like laugh or say, or it was like the way he said it, or so, I don't know. It was something, but I could always tell. And he just would be like, "Oh man," and it was never anything big, but it would always be like silly little things or something. And I was like, I could totally tell. But somehow, I think I shouldn't have told him I could tell, because then he learned. He learned how to do it slightly better, I think. That or just time. Little fibs, the little white lies. "Did you take the garbage?" "Yeah, I took it out already." "Yeah, Me, I didn't do that. I didn't know. Don't know what you're talking about." "I didn't put that there." That's usually a thing, like, you don't remember, but sometimes it's a I don't actually, for me, it's always I don't remember, but I know some people are like that, where they're like, "I don't remember doing that. I don't know what you're talking about." Alright, that's row 4. Yeah, so this will be 5, okay. Ooh, it is getting toasty in this sweater. It's also getting warm outside, though. It's supposed to be almost 70 today, I think, which is crazy because 'cause it's been, like, 50s and chilly. Oh, I know, I miss being a children too, as I call it sometimes, a children. My finger, there's, like, a dark spot. Um, I do too, man. Eh. all the things. We always want to be grown up when we're little, and then when we get grown up, we're like, dang it, wish I was a kid. So backwards, but it's how it is. You always appreciate the grass is always greener, I guess is what I should say. You always think, oh man, I miss that and this. But I try to like do fun things that I wish I had done when I was a kid, or like watch my favorite childhood show, because I always watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch and do stuff like that. That makes me happy though. But of course, it's not the same. Not the same. 5. I made tea. I haven't had any of it. Let me get it. I think it's honey, lavender, and then I think I put chamomile in it too. Probably not hot anymore. Still pretty good though. I know you guys are probably going to wonder what my mug says, so I will tell you. Because if I show you, it will be backwards. But it says, the best therapist has fur and 4 legs. And that means that I have 2. Man, I must be a little insane if I had 2, huh? Arthur, are you the therapist? Is Little One the assistant? Is this the case? Is he like physician's assistant? He said, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Little One's not old enough to have been to medical school, is he? He's just chilling. 6 and 7. 2 more, and then we'll join the little legs together. Don't even know what time it is. I hadn't even looked, but that's a good sign. You know, I realized the other day I did not look one time to see how many people were in here. I was like, dang. Usually I look at least once or twice. Actually, I take that back. Well, no, the other day I did not look at all. I was going to say I have looked today, because I did look at the very start when there was nobody in here. I did look then. But the other day I did not even look once. And it took me a good hour to even look and see what time it was. So I was like, that's a good thing. Yep, taking me another hour to see what time it is, because it's 1. Even though I started a few minutes late, it's still been an hour. Almost around. And then is this the last one? Shoot, I don't know, because I didn't hit my thing. I'll check it against the other one. I think it's still 6, I think. Wait. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. No, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll compare them to each other in case I'm off by 1. I don't know if I hit my row counter or not, to be honest. All right, let's see. Oh, I have not watched The Nun yet, but I do have it on my list of things. I actually tried to watch it the other day, but I was stupidly trying to watch it like during the day, which is dumb anyway because it's a scary movie. But also, it was too bright in the house, even with the black. These are blackout curtains, so that's how bright it is outside right now. And so the light shining through it. But anyway, it was too bright in here still, so I was like, forget it. I'll watch it when it's dark, and then I can actually see the screen and what's happening. But I watched what did I watch instead? Final Destination Bloodlines. It was okay. I watched that instead. It was all right. I prefer the other ones, but I finished Jackie, Nurse Jackie, that show, like a week or 2 ago. So, oh yeah, that's right. I was watching the Murdaugh series, but I think I have to wait for the next episodes to come out. And so I don't know what I'm gonna watch now. I gotta find a new show. Got stuck in my stitch marker. Oh, thank you, Ms. Rivera. I think Matt got me that, or did I buy that mug? I don't know. I think I might have bought that mug. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not really sure where that mug came from. Did my husband buy it? I don't think so. He bought me a mug, but I don't think that's the mug he bought me. I'm pretty sure I bought that. Because I always try to use like different fancy cups, but then I'm always like scared to heat up stuff in them. So I always go back to like a classic mug so I don't break it. Okay, now we're good. So We need to join our little leggy poos. We're going to take the stitch marker out of this one. Join them. Oops, I didn't pull this. Wait, is this one still? Wait. Wait, what? Oh, I got confused. Okay, there we go. I thought that one was still attached somehow. I was very confused. All right. Single crochet together. Ta-da! Two legs become one? Not really. That's not the right phrase. That was not the right phrase. Two legs connected, I guess. And then I just need a single crochet all around them, I think. Like, you normally do. Yeah, okay. Well, good. I just have to single crochet around a little bit. Hello, Jason. How are you doing? For those who don't know what I'm working on a because I've already done her little fully done, but he's almost done. So I'm working on a little lady. She has a little white skirt and a red bow that goes on top of her head and little green buttons. I still have to do his little red buttons. I gotta check my little pom-pom stash and see if I have any tiny ones that are red. I have those weird pom-poms though that have like the iridescent stuff in them. So sometimes I have to like pull the iridescent stuff out if I don't want them in there. I need to get some plain pom-poms, but currently don't have any of those. But you can kind of take tweezers and pull the little tinsel out of it if you don't want them in there. Right. But I could just crochet some, so we'll see. I wonder if I could make pom-poms that tiny. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Pull my stitch marker out. Ooh, I did not put one back. That's okay. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 11's right there. I was like, I didn't put one in to count my first stitch. If I can get it in here, that would be amazing. There we go. There we go. Got it. Are you working the holiday coming up? So I don't know yet. I was thinking about it today. I don't think so because I think that my patients are probably, I don't know yet, but I'm guessing that their family is going to come over. So I don't think I'm going to work on Thanksgiving, but I'll probably work that Tuesday and everything. And it's also Mac's birthday is Thanksgiving. His is the 27th. So it'll also be his birthday, but I think he's working as well. So I don't think we're going to be able to go to family Thanksgiving unless they're doing it on a different day, but I don't see why they would. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it on Thursday. So I think we're going to have to just see everybody at Christmas because I know he has Christmas off, which is good, but I don't think he has. I don't know if he's also realized that his birthday's on Thanksgiving, you guys, is the other thing. Because I asked him, I was like, are you working on Thanksgiving? And he said, yes. And I said, okay, I figured you were because you have Christmas off. And then he said, well, and then I was like, well, I don't know if you realize this, though, that's his birthday. When he realizes that, he may potentially try to take it off, but I don't know that he can. So, because it's the actual holiday. Oh my God. You're so smart. I wonder, well, that's cinnamon though. I wonder if I could like not stick a piece of ginger in it. That's a little bit much. But I wonder if I could like stick a stick of cinnamon inside of it or something. And if you could actually smell it. That would be cool. I mean, if all else was to fail, there is cinnamon essential oil, which you could like very carefully, dot on there or like put on a Q-tip and like gently put on there. Because some people have suggested that with the flowers, like putting essential oils and stuff on their flowers. And I always say, like, feel free to like spray them with perfume or whatever. That that always works. But ooh, I like that idea. I wonder if you could like put a little cinnamony, spicy cloves. Would cloves be more like gingerbread smelling than cinnamon? I wonder if I could put a little sack of them in here. You know what I mean? bet I could put them in their belly or something. Cause a lot of people use like the little pellets to weigh down certain crochet projects if they need them. And what you do is you put them inside like a little pantyhose, like a little footsie, like you use when you try on shoes and you don't have socks or whatever, those little things. You buy a little pack of those and then you stick the little pellets in there. I wonder if I could put little pieces of cloves in there or little pieces of cinnamon stick and then tie up the little bag and then like just add it into the. That's not a bad idea. That would be cute. I like it. I like it. I like it. Because these wouldn't really be for children anyway. So like I feel like that would be cute. And then if it was like a little ornament or something, if I can figure out how to make them smaller, then that would be cute. And there would be like a little scented ornament, you know? That would be cute. I like what you're thinking. Oh, look, this one lined up so nicely. My color changes. Look at there. I was hoping that would happen where they would end up on the inside, and it did this time. Well, there's one on the back, but I don't care about that. I don't care. Well, good. That's a good idea, though. I'll have to look. I have to get some clove. I love the smell of cloves. I don't know if that's just me, but I like the smell of cloves. But cinnamon or cloves, that would work, I feel like. Round 8 I just did. So this would be round 9. Okay. And then I also need to sew up the little hole in the middle, but I'm going to wait a minute before that. Get gingerbread scented spray. I thought of that too. That came across my mind. But I feel like that's going to fade fast. It's the only thing. You know, I feel like that would be a good idea, but I wonder how like quickly it would dissipate off of it. I wonder if putting like a little bag inside of it with like a clove would, like every time you would squeeze it kind of for a while anyway, I would think it would kind of smell. But I don't know. That's also a good idea. I like all the ideas. I wish there was like gingerbread essential oil. I'd take that home with me. I love me some gingerbread. I want gingerbread body wash is what I want. I haven't had that since I was a kid. And I told my husband the other day, I said, I was so excited this year because I finally found, because I don't go to like Bath and Body Works often because I don't go to a mall at all. I haven't been to a mall to actually shop in like a really long time. But I have like one pumpkin spray or whatever, but I wanted like pumpkin body wash really bad. And I finally got some because they had like Dove or somebody made like a pumpkin cinnamon body wash this year. And so I got that and I was like, I'm so excited I got this. But you know what I really want is some gingerbread body wash because I haven't had that since I was a little girl. I remember our neighbors bought me some. They bought me that in like a movie, and I think it was like the Barbie Nutcracker movie or something. And I remember loving that body wash for so long. And I used every little bit of it. And I don't know why, but I just really want some more. It was even in the shape of a little gingerbread man and everything. It was cute. But I love gingerbread. Mm-mm. So I wish just take a little gingerbread man and squish him and get some essential oil out of him. I wish. Think about where you put it for the tree. Yes. Right? I know. I think it would be cute and it would smell nice. Ooh, yeah. And if I don't know. I just think that would be good. All smart ideas. I like them all. Yes, you should. We should get some little cloves and stick them in your little feet. I will. I have to look at the grocery store and see if they have any. If not, I might can order some. But like I said, I remember my parents having this little like bouquet of like. The reason I say that to Amanda is because I remember my parents having a little bouquet of. It was like I've never seen anybody else have one of these, but I guess it's like a country people thing. But it was like fabric balls and they were on sticks. And inside of the fabric balls were spices. And one of the spices that was inside of them were cloves. And those things smelled for years. So good. And it would also have like cinnamon sticks stuck in it. It would look like a little bouquet of flowers, but they were like fabric balls full of spices. I don't know. But it smelled so good for so long. So I feel like it would maintain its scent for a while. That would be nice. Do aroma beads in a little sack with soaks and beads first. Ooh. See, I've heard of using them in the little sacks, but I've never heard of soaking them first. That's interesting. Because the aroma beads, I've put them in one of those little like satin gift bag little thing, the little drawstring bags you can get. They say like put them in there and then put them in your closet to like make it smell nice. So I've tried that. And the problem was uh the scent beads like had a little powder in there with them. And so every time you would like this was like a different kind of scent bead. And every time you'd like tap it, it would dust would come out. So that wasn't a go. But the wax little scent beads, the ones that are more like waxy feeling, they might would be different. But that's interesting that she soaks it first. I'll have to see that. Let's see. I think even my mom could deal with clove because my mom does really poorly with like she has really bad allergies. So she does bad with like smells and things. But I think she had the clove thing in her house for years and years. So I think she would be fine with that. Okay, so that was row 9. This would be row 10. Good thing. Arthur, let's see. What do we got to do? How many rows is it in his little body? Let's see. It is 15. And then we do his little head. Okay, or her little head. Silly. Oh, you're good, Miss Rivera. I don't know if my phone's still on personal do not disturb mode or whatever. It's supposed to come on at like 11 and then go off at like 2 or 3 or something like that when after my stream. Sometimes I go in and turn it off before then if I get off early or whatever. Because my mom was calling me last week and she's like, I don't know why you're not answering. I was like, Mom, it's because normally I would be streaming right now. And unfortunately, that means that my phone is on do not disturb mode because every time you call, it cuts me off. She was like, oh, well, just send me your schedule. Okay, Mom. I'll send you my schedule. She's so silly. Oh, there's a fly in here, Arthur. You better get it. I just heard it buzz by. It's warm out there, isn't it? Warm enough for a fly. Arthur loves to try to get a fly anyway. He bites in the air and tries to get him. You better get him. You gonna watch out for him? Yeah, you better. It's your job. You're the fly swatter boy. Yeah, the fly catcher boy. I don't know. What do people from the north call fly swatters? Do they call them fly swatters? You know what I'm talking about? What else are they called? The bug things you smash the bugs with. What are they called? Fly. What does it say on the package? I'm pretty sure. Does it say fly swatter, or is it called a? There's got to be another word, and I feel really dumb. I can't think what it is right now. I just call it a fly swatter. Bug thing. I have no idea what it's called. I am making a little gingerbread. This is the little boy, and I'm making a little girl. Zappers? Bug zappers? Well, yeah, but I feel like that's the electric ones. Maybe it is just fly swatters. I don't know why I feel like maybe that was a southern thing. I guess just because the way we say it's like swatters. But I feel like there is another term because what is on the package? Is it swatter? Maybe it is swatter on the packaging. I don't know. But Arthur, that's what you are. Slash, it's like, oh, I heard it again. It went by again. You better get him. He's looking around. I think he heard him too. Oh, she soaks him with essential oils. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. That sounds interesting. I am excited to see that because I have some essential oils. I don't have that many, but I got a little collection because I used to have some diffuser things, but I don't think any of them work anymore. I should get another one at some point because I miss having my little diffuser thing. Now I just usually use my wax warmers and my incense. Uh-oh, my hook is sliding out of the thing. I can feel it. It's not supposed to be sticking this far out of its handle. There we go. It's just a wooble hook, so I'm not surprised. I need to get my 4mm clover hook back since I've lost 2 of them now. One of them I lost outside, so that kind of makes sense. But the other one I lost, I don't understand where it is. Looked everywhere. But it was my favorite hook and my most used hook, and it's gone. But I did make an Amazon wish list the other day for my like friends and family, and I put on there the clover hook set. That's like $50. So if anybody loves me enough, I'm just kidding. But maybe one day I'll get the hook set. Because it's like, don't order that hook set through like shop around. Is all I'm saying. If you ever want, I know you guys just saw that fly. I told you there's a fly. It just went. But if you ever want the clover hook set, shop around a little bit. I've also heard there are fakes, so be careful of that. But mostly shop around because you will look and it will be $100. You will look and it will be $75. You will look and it will be $45. So look around. Yep, fly swatter. Hi, Abigail. Oh, I'm sorry, Abigail. I hope that you feel better. I'm sorry. We're making little gingerbread men and ladies. Gingerbread men and ladies. Currently, gingerbread lady. All right, what was that? 10? So this is 11. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get some water. I'm toasty in this little sweater. I do realize I could take it off, but I don't really want to. So we're just gonna have some cold ice water instead. Unless I just start to melt, and then I will take it off. Arthur, have you spotted the fly again? I haven't seen it again. Trying to crochet. Oh, good. Yeah. It can, especially if you have to do something that you have to really think about and it like or count a lot, that can really help because it doesn't leave a lot of space in your brain for other thoughts, I gotcha. It can be hard to concentrate on it, but if you can get there, it can be helpful, Should put out the candle. I finally burned up my other candle last night and took the wax out because I always save the little containers. Well, not always, but a lot of times I save the little glass containers they come in. Okay, listen, will you just charge? Thank you. All right. It didn't want to charge. Okay. Let's see, where's the tail? Oh, that's the tail. Oh, I forgot. I gotta sew up this little. Usually, when you join legs together, excuse me for being crude, but usually there's a little hole in between the legs, so I gotta sew that together. Oops. There are ways to do that where there's not a hole, I heard, but oh, Miss Rivera, you're doing the dress to my doll at the bottom, and I did bead crochet. I literally never have done bead crochet anything. It looks good. Oh my gosh, Abigail! I can't wait to see that. I would love to see it if you don't mind sharing with me. Oh my gosh. If you don't want everybody to see, you can just send it to me or you can post it on the community thing. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Isn't it fun? It's so fun once you get the hang. It's like kind of confusing at first, but then once you get the hang of it, it's so fun. That's awesome. And there are different ways to do it, and it's fun. I like it. I even found another way to bead crochet the other day where it's like you take a 2mm hook and then you take like a 0.75mm hook and like slide the bead down onto the thread and then continue to crochet. It's like a whole nother method. So you don't have to like pre-string, but it's fun. All right, there we go. Sewed up the little gap. I'm gonna sew it one more time just to make sure. he's not doing the splits and things. Here we go. One more time. Oops. There we go. It's fine. Don't need that needle anymore anyway. We're just going to take the little tail and stuff him in one of the little leg holes. Again, less stuffing. Why not? Oh, you'll be showing it good. Arthur's going to get him. Arthur is going to get that fly, I swear. He's going to try his best. He does not like it. That's why he's awake right now. Look at. Hold on. Excuse my bag of stuffing. So look at him. He's just sitting there looking around. He doesn't do that normally. He'd normally be sleeping. But he's awake and looking around. Oh, he heard it. He's looking for that fly. You looking for that fly, buddy? Yeah, boy. Hello. I was going to say, there's no one behind me. If there was, my dog would be throwing a fit. Oh, now he laid his head down. Fly must have averted. Has Fly left the area? Okay. I think the fly has left the premises. At least the current premises. It's probably around here somewhere, I'm sure. All right, that was 10. So would this be 11? I think so, because I don't think I have hit it yet. I got to do 12 around, right? Yeah, okay. Got to do 12. You thought you were the only one. No. Of course not. Oh, me. Let's see. There we go. We're almost halfway done with this little body. Little gingerbread body. I think, yeah, after this I got to start decreasing to make it smaller. I hope that the last one I wondered if I had done one extra row, but it wouldn't be a problem really, because if the little girl one was like one row shorter, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Let's see. No, those look like the fabric ones. Are they real leaves on the wall? No, they're not real leaves. They are fabric. They are fabric. I am making a little gingerbread man. This one is the little boy. He's almost done, but he needs his little buttons. And so I'm making a little girl gingerbread to go with him that will have a little skirt and a little red bow on her head and little green buttons going down her tummy. The little gingerbreads. You make some real gingerbreads in about a month. I still have to figure out what I'm going to make for everybody, but I'll get there when I get there. Round 12, last one. Yep. Okay. Whoops. My husband always thinks it's funny. I was thinking about my nails, but my husband always thinks that I wait until he comes home to do them because it just works out that way. And he's like, I hate the smell, so you wait till I get home, don't you? I was like, no, don't need to. Yes, gingerbread girl. I do knit, but this is actually crochet. But I've been crocheting for around, I think, 2.5, almost 3 years now. I think in December it'll be 3 years. I think that's right. I need to update my thing. I saw the other day I haven't updated. I was like, I think I need to update that. But I think I have been crocheting for 3 years in December. I remember because I made a scarf and I wore it to our family Christmas thing. So I remember it was in December and I started, and I made a lot of animals at first, and I still do make a lot of animals and things, but I also have been making clothing and stuff recently. And I do knit just a little bit, but I'm not very familiar with it and don't know a lot about it. But I can knit a tiny bit. Let's see. 13. Be 2 in a decrease. Okay, awesome. 1 and 2. They are very similar. Crochet and knitting are very similar, but and I guess you could both consider them to be like fiber artists. So they both work with the same materials and the fibers and things. But with knitting, you generally use 2 straight needles, and with crochet, you use a little hook. So this has like a little hook at the end, and you only use 1. So it's quite a bit different. Um, but at the same time, well, they're really, really different actually, because like I said, I know like a decent amount about crochet, but with knitting, my knowledge is very, very limited. I can basically make a square, a square and a scarf, a rectangle and a square. And I recently learned to knit in the round, but I still haven't finished the hat that I was making in the round yet. Hopefully it turns into a hat. Knitting patterns confuse me. I still have to learn that. I saw or heard the fly go by again, Arthur, I swear. We're going to have to get him after this. I guess I let him in when I came home from work. Yeah, gingerbread. I know. Let's see. Crocheting since we were 12. I know. I wish I had been crocheting longer than 3 years. I really do. Because I knew how to make a chain when I was 8, but I did not learn how to actually do anything past make a chain until I was 3 years ago, so my late 20s. So yeah, I did not know any of the things. I just did not mean to do that, row. I just did singles instead of a decrease. Whoops, I need to do my decreases. I was wondering why he was getting a little straight bodied. I was like, "Whoa, he ain't real curvy." 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do our decrease, right? Or is it 2? No, it's just 2. Okay, 1, 2. 2 and a decrease. But I will say, for anybody who doesn't have the capability or doesn't want to buy a pattern for something like this, a gingerbread, it's a very simple, basic pattern. Like any pattern that you've used where you join the legs and go up and then add a head, like you can use that for your ginger. I mean, you could use even I've done cows with a similar body that I could have used as a gingerbread. You just have to substitute out the colors, you know. And if you don't know how to color change, you could just sew the white around the, you know, you don't have to change the colors there. There are ways to get around it if, you know, you don't have the capabilities and or the tools, you know. But I think it could be a good little project. I've even seen like people do 2-legged snowmen like this. I've seen all kinds of different ways to do it. You know, bro, you ain't that good. Oh, here, cookie. Even just up his lip. Oh my goodness. Hey, I wish I'd like. Well, I don't know because I'd be tempted to eat it. You know, I like gingerbread cookies. So, you know, my favorite though are those soft gingerbread cookies that they sell in the little box at Christmas time. I've had those since I was a kid, and those are like one of my favorite the iced gingerbread men. Those are one of my favorite little treats because I've always had them. I remember having them when I was little. 1, 2. I bet they'll start putting them out in the store soon. They've already got eggnog and everything out in the store. So I feel like, which they've been putting that out early for a long time. But I feel like they'll have all those things out soon enough. I'm going to miss my pumpkin spice chai latte. It was so good. And now it's almost gone. I think I have 1 left. And I don't know where to find any more. I'll have to look it up and see if I can find more. I had never had a chai latte, and then I had that one, and it was so good. And now I just want more. All right, there we go. We're almost done with this round. Chocolate covered cherries. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Abigail. My dad loves those. And so basically, through his love of those cherries, I have since grown my love of those cherries. That is one of the things my husband gets me many boxes of for Christmas. I love the chocolate covered cherries. What are they like? Aunt Auntie Anne's cordial cherries or something? Oh yeah, they're good. I've never had like the funny flavors though. They have all these weird flavors of them now. I've never had those, but I will take the dark chocolate, the regular chocolate. I think there's a vanilla. I would probably take that. Some people think they taste like medicine. Some people hate them. My husband hates them. My husband hates them, but I love them. I love them. Please be nice. It's like, please be nice, everybody. Let's see. I don't want to fight anybody. All right, 2 single crochet around. Really? Oh, okay. I didn't really realize that was the round here, but it is. I'm fine with it. Well, please be nice, because Abigail is a sweet girl. I know she did not say anything rude. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Oh yeah, just singles around. I forgot I was counting for no reason. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm going to time you out for just a little bit because I just don't want any arguing in my comments. And I know Abigail, so I don't want her to feel uncomfortable here. That is all. So I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, and I feel like that would make me feel uncomfortable. So I'm gonna do that for you, Abigail. I know you weren't cursing or really doing anything like overtly terrible, but that's why I didn't block you. I just timed you out. Yeah, everything's good, Miss Rivera. Everything's good. Everything's all good. We're good. I appreciate you though. I just timed them out for just a little bit, for about 30 minutes or so, which I may not be even on for 30 minutes, but I just didn't want to block for no apparent reason, but also didn't want to just leave it alone. So, oh, here's his little body. We got one more little round of decreases before we start his little head, because his head just continues straight from his body, which I probably should add some stuffing to him now, since I have another row of decreases. I have not put any stuffing in him yet. He's just stuffed full of air. I know, Abigail, you didn't do anything. I think maybe they were just kind of like, I don't know, maybe because of the gingerbread man thing. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of, but you didn't say anything wrong, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. And they may have just been messing, but it's just not the place to mess around. All right, in that manner. All right, let's do this. I just want it to be a safe space, and I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. Like I said, especially if I know the person and everything. Aw, hey, Pets World. I know. You're freaking Pearly Beat's good. Everybody for your cousin keychain. Aw, cool. There you go. You're getting all your little. You're good about this. I remember last year you were good about getting your gifts made for Christmas. I remember this. Now I don't know why I'm surprised, because I do remember you did good. You were like, I got like 14 gifts made. I remember that. Okay, we'll be driving home soon. If you're still here, I'll be back. Thank you, Miss Rivera. I'll probably be gone in like 15 minutes or so. But I appreciate you, Miss Rivera, and I will talk to you soon. I am 30, 31, 32, 32. I'm 32. I am 32. Thank you very much. Let's see. Sometimes I forget how old I am, as you can tell. All right, 1 and a decrease. All right. Let's do 1, and then we'll be done with his little body, or her little body. Yeah, we're gonna stay on until about 2 o'clock my time, so like 13 or so minutes. One, and that was my decrease. Okay. Is it one and a decrease? Yeah, okay. Check the pattern. Aw. Thank you, Pet Squirrel. You don't have to, but I appreciate that. There we go. Aw. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I don't feel 32, but I am. That's why it's hard for me to like when people ask me how old I'm like, wait, but how old am I? Because I don't feel 32. Sometimes I do, but most of the time. Sometimes the aches and pains remind you how old you are, but other than that, try to be young at heart. Yep, okay, good. Counts perfect. Just checking. Don't want it to be off for the head, but it's not. I can get in to do my little decrease. I heard that too, Arthur. I think it was just the vinyl, or not the vinyl, the metal siding on the house bed. I don't know why I said vinyl. I think vinyl because my parents had that. It's metal here because it's an old house. Because they used to make everything out of metal. Now everything's made out of plastic. What's next? Whoops. Oh no, I didn't mean to do whatever I just did to the pattern. Okay, there we go. Continue to the head. I need to do around, wait, where's 15? Oh, I just didn't hit it. I was like, what? 16 is next. Okay. Oh, thank you. I think I'm missing a few things. Go back. I was actually 12. Oh, let's see. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, 1 and an increase. That's right. So 1 here. Arthur got up. I was like, what? 1 now, and then we'll do an increase. This one. Start making his little head. His little head doesn't take long. We might be able to finish the little head. I don't know. We'll see. 1 increase. 1 increase. Ooh, oh, I saw the prettiest little nails at Walmart the other day. I didn't get any because 1, money is kind of tight, and also 2, I know that if I buy them now, I won't be able to hold myself back from wearing them because I want to wear them now and not like Christmas. And so I was like, don't you dare. But they were pretty. They had some really pretty little Christmas nails. I wanted them, but I didn't get them. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. But maybe in a week or 2 I might get some if they still have the ones that I like. They were so cute. Oops, messing up my thing. 1 increase. 1. This is my increase. Okay, I was confused. Increase. There we go. I'm so thankful my wrist hasn't been hurting. Oh my gosh. I was so worried about that I was going to really have to stop crocheting for like several weeks, but I just took it easy and switched up my tension a little bit and changed the yarn I was using, and that helped. I just worry about when I go back to it, but hopefully it'll be all right. We'll find out next week. Because next week is Octopus Week again, I hope. I'm planning on coming back and working on Anchor the Octopus next Tuesday. So as long as my wrist will let me, that is the plan. And we will work on it next week and try to start sort of finishing it. Because like I said, Mac's birthday is on Thanksgiving, so we got to finish it before then. So, but it's going to be exciting. I've got a lot of the tentacles done, but not all of them. But I'll try to, maybe I can sneak in some more tentacle work while my husband's not home, and then we can work on maybe the head next time. We'll see. But either way, we're going to work on it and hope that my wrists do not hurt. Right, there we go. Aw. Spam calls. Oh, miss, she said. Hate wearing fake nails because it feels so gross. We're going to try it. But I'm also growing my nails to kind of get a feel for it. Yeah. There you go. I did mine yesterday. Oh, I know, Petra. It's so annoying. I always get all these phone calls for a lady who had my phone number before I had my phone number. But I've had my phone number for literally 15 years. And I don't know if the lady still gives out the same phone number. But people call me all the time, Lakeitha. I'm like, I'm not Lakeitha. My gosh. It's terrible, but sometimes my dad has done this because they were looking for Ruth, and he was like, Ruth died. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. But I guess they didn't call it back, right? But that was funny though. He did. He was like, Ruth died, okay? Leave us alone. uh, I mean, it's one way to get them to leave you alone if they're looking for the wrong person, right? It was funny though. Like you should never say that about somebody, but you know, it's a random anonymous person that you don't know, so it's okay. But oh, it's funny. Aw, they are cute, aren't they? Like I said, they're pretty easy too. I feel like if you ever made anything with this similar little body shape, you kind of know how to make that little shape. Or you could probably find another pattern that you know of that has that similar body shape to figure it out. You know what I mean? One, two, increase. And there are even some like flat gingerbread men too, but I almost feel like they'd be harder because I feel like you'd have to work around those edges to make all those curves and things. I don't know. I almost feel like the round one's easier. Oh no. You just screamed or burp. Oh no. Oh me. Yeah, telemarketers are not fun. I know they're just doing their job, but my goodness. It's not a fun job. They usually call me when it's like time to vote and stuff, but the problem is they're calling me for some lady who doesn't live where I live, so none of the information applies to me. And I don't even have a political party that I'm associated with, so it's like they're calling me about some political party I'm not even associated with. And I'm like, okay. But I always try to just reply and say, stop, if there's that option. Or I am not Lakeitha. And on occasion, I'll get a message back that's like, okay, we'll take you off. But sure, you're going to take me off. We'll see if you really take me off the list or not. You're a bad kid. You're not a bad kid. Listen, sometimes you just got to get rid of those people, somehow, some way. You don't have to be rude to them, but you just gotta get rid of them. Let's see. What was funny is when I actually first got my phone in like high school, I used to get phone calls for another lady who had apparently a lot of school bills, a lot of debt, and they were calling me trying to collect her money from her bills. And I was like, I literally answered one day because they were always calling during the day because they were debt collectors and they were calling while I was in school and I was 15 years old. So I was in class, so I couldn't answer the phone. So finally one day they called and I answered and I said, I don't know who you're trying to reach, but I'm 15 years old. I do not have any college debt. I don't know who you're trying to reach, but it's not me. And they finally stopped calling me. But it was like a whole like 6 months of them calling me during the day when I was in class until I finally got rid of them. I was like, I don't know who she is, but it ain't me. And they were like, and the guy was so confused. He was like, wait, you're 15 years old? And that's who we've been calling. I was like, yeah. Oh, me. He was like, well, I'm sorry. I was like, well, it's okay. You didn't know, but just wanting you guys to know you're not getting your money from me because it's not me you're looking for. Also, I'm 15, so I don't have any money, you know. 2, 3, good. Good. Ooh, I don't know what I think our four-wheeler is a Honda. Yeah, it is. It's a Honda. 2, 3. Am I really on 18? Yeah, I am. And an increase. Then we got to put the eyes in a minute. So we're almost done with the head. I guess I feel like I might as well finish the head. 1, 2. Did I say 3? Yep, 3. And increase 1, 2, 3. And an increase. Hello, Winter Nightmare. How are you? We're making little gingerbread men and girls today. I have the little dude over here. He's not fully assembled, but he's partially assembled. Got to add his little buttons and finalize his little details. 1. Hey, Arthur, you want back up? Here, bud. Here you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. They can't quite see you, but you're there. I think these came from Amazon. I don't know what sizes these are, but they're like, I would say they're anywhere from like 5 millimeters to like maybe 13 millimeters. So they're like maybe the biggest ones are probably, that's not going to tell you anything. Why don't I just show you? There are noses in here as well, but they're from Amazon. The biggest ones in this little kit, you can get different sizes, but the biggest ones in here are about as big as my thumbnail. And then the smallest ones are little bitty. And then there's all the sizes in between. And then there's a lot of little noses, so like little triangle noses. And then these even have some oval eyes in there as well. But yeah, they're not bad. They're only like maybe $10 or $13 on Amazon, something like that. And it's a good amount. It may be like 180 pieces or something of eyes, and then all the little backings and stuff. That's where I usually get my plain black safety eyes at, is Amazon. You could get them in a few other places, but for like getting a good amount of them for a good price, Amazon's usually pretty good. Yeah, put them on your Christmas list. That's right. That's right. Let's see. What are we doing now? Increase 3. That was my increase. Okay, so 3. Who is this Arthur guy? This is my little Arthur guy. You say hi, Arthur? I know he's in the chat, but that's little Arthur guy. He's my puppy dog. My kitty cat's over there, but my puppy dog is right here. Kitty cat's a little more independent than the puppy dog. Yes. He's named after the cartoon Arthur that I used to watch when I was a kid. He's a cool little dude. He's got that look in his eyes. I know. He probably wants to get up and go outside in a minute, don't you, bud? I won't rile you up, but maybe before we leave, we'll rile you up. If I say it too many times, he'll get excited. He is, I think, mostly Chihuahua, but I think he probably is mixed with some other things. He didn't come from a breeder, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think he is mostly Chihuahua and perhaps a little bit of Dash Down, maybe? Because he just doesn't quite seem to be all Chihuahua. He also, a lot of times his ears flop over when he's relaxed and stuff, and that's not super common in Chihuahuas. It's pretty rare, so yeah. Aw. Be leaving the eyes off. Yes, exactly. Don't want to do those for the little kids. Dragon eyes are your favorite. Ooh, I saw those the other and I saw the cat eyes. I was looking at them. They have those, and then what else was it? Which the cat and the dragon eyes are similar, aren't they? With the like slit in them. Um, but I was looking at the clear safety eyes because I want some with just the pupils in there so that I can paint them whatever colors I want. I want to do that. So I added some of those to my little wish list for Christmas too. I just never know what sizes to get, but I'm just gonna have to start gathering different sizes, I suppose. Let's see. I feel like something's not right on this because my count was off. I may have to frog this row. We may have to frog this row, Arthur, because I think I had 2 spaces left. I was supposed to have 3. Something wasn't right there. I was scrolling. Right. Let's see. I know, I'm sure I missed some in there. Hold on, I see one I missed already. Let's see. Use them for orders. Yeah. You need 2 pairs. You have a birthday in 2 days to make group toasted. Daddy said you need eyes. Oh, I wish I could give you eyes. I wish I could just send you eyes. 3. Let's see. 3, and then this is my increase. Was it supposed to be 3? And is that what I did? Wait, 18. Yeah, it's supposed to be 3. Okay. I don't know why I didn't have enough space. I must have miscounted. Gotta let the chicken nuggets in. You're good. You're good, pet squirrel. I'm about to get off of here in just a second. I think I'll finish this round and then get off because I'm toasty. I want to finish his head, but at the same time, finishing his head's not really going to accomplish a whole lot visually. So we will probably finish him tonight and her tonight. And then we will definitely post a picture in our community tab, community page of the little finished gingerbreads and show you guys next time we are live for sure, which should be Thursday. So what's this Thursday today? Should be Tuesday. Sorry. Should be next Tuesday. And we will hopefully be working on the octopus. Like I said, that's the plan anyway. As long as my wrists will allow me to, we will work on Anchor the Octopus because we have got to get it finished for my hubby's birthday. So I'm excited. I will be live again next Tuesday around the same time. So whatever time it is for you right now, 2 hours previously. So for me, it's 2 o'clock. So usually I start at 12 for me, 12 Eastern Standard Time. And I usually go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes that changes to be Wednesdays and Fridays, depending on my work schedule, but usually it's Tuesdays and Thursdays around the same time. But yeah, if you guys are new, definitely, if you would like, you can subscribe and turn on your notifications so you will know, hopefully, when I do go live next time. Hopefully you'll get one and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys for being here today, and I hope that I will see you guys again soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend if I do not see you again, and maybe I'll see you guys around in some chats and things, but I will see you guys later. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does help me out. There are some links in the description. My Instagram is in there, as well as the links for Premier and Lion Brand yarns. Even just clicking on those links helps me out. But also shopping through them helps me even more. So you can always look at that kind of stuff. And I will try to put the link for this particular gingerbread pattern in the description, and so that you guys can find it from Etsy. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you later. All right. Bye. Feel better, Abigail.